football time. This is Theo Goodman from dgenbet.com. Right now we're going to check out parlay betting with football. All right, you might have seen a crazy bet slip with a bunch of teams listed on it, a bunch of games, and a crazy payout. Well, that was probably a parlay. Now, honestly, parlays are going to lose most of the time, but they can be fun to do, and sometimes it can be a way to hedge some of your other bets depending on what you're doing. But let's just take a look at parlays, what they are, and I think if you understand them, then you can make a better decision about if you want to do them or not. All right, to start out our example, we're going to do what's on a typical parlay is a bunch of favorites together. So let's just go with money line favorites on the first week. Let's do a 5-team teaser. We're going to take the Panthers money line. We're going to take the Packers money line. Let's see. We're going to take the Bengals money line. Yeah, we'll take the Saints money line. Even though that's a pretty close game, they're still the favorite. And we'll take the Falcons money line too. So we've taken all money line. You could do spread too, and you could also do totals. That doesn't matter. All right, so here we go. We've got a 5-game parlay, also sometimes called a 5-team parlay, even though a game has 2 teams. They just call it that. And you can see we've got plus 1,133 here, so 12.33 decimal odds, which is a lot. So that means if we bet 1, we're risking 1 to get 11.33. Oh, that sounds like a good risk reward, right? Well, not really, because all of these conditions have to be true for us to win. Now, that means if one of these teams loses, there's one upset out of this list, then we lose. And that's probably going to happen. Probably one of these teams loses in a close game, for example. Now, why does this pay out so much? Well, it's because a parlay accumulates the money. And over in the UK, they're all called accumulators. And that's actually a better name for a parlay because it really tells you what's going on. All right, so let's take an example. You can also do parlays manually, and you don't have to put it in the parlay. Now, it's not going to be possible for you to do games that are happening at the same time in your manual parlay, but it's a good lesson to see how they work. All right, so let's start our parlay off on Friday. That's going to work fine because it's not a Sunday game. So we're going to take the Panthers money line. We're going to bet 1 to win 0.57. Let's say we win. All right, so we won. Now we're going to take all our winnings plus our risk amount, 1, together. And now we've got 1.578. All right, so we got 1.578. And now we're going to bet on the second game, and we're going to put it all in. We're going all in on the Packers. Yeah, Packers are going to destroy Jacksonville. Forget Jacksonville. So is it 1.578, and now we're going to win 0.75. And then if we were to win that bet, then we would take the total of that. With that, we would roll it together, and we would place our next bet. All right, so that's how parlays work. It's just doing that for you automatically in the parlay bet. So if you think it would be a good idea to do what I'm doing, if I were to win this bet, then I would take that and I would go all in. I would take the 0.75, add that to my 1.758, and then I would go all in on the next game that's happening. So I could do the 1 o'clock games, and then I could pick one from there. Then I could pick one from the 4 o'clock games and go with that. Now, if I lose at any step of the way, then I lost everything. And that is what a parlay is doing. So just keep that in mind. Like I said, they can be fun. If you've got the itch, you can do a parlay for 0.01 on nitrogen, or you can do a $5 parlay for fun. But overall, in the long run, your parlays are going to lose, so don't expect to get rich on them. However, there have been people that have hit some, so probably got a better chance of winning a crazy parlay than winning a Powerball or something like that. So it's really up to you, but that's how parlays work. And if you're interested in them, I suggest you doing a manual one like I showed you and seeing how that works before you really get into it. All right, thanks for watching. Check out the next video. I'm going to go over teasers.